All right, what's up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be finally discussing our custom build plans for our giveaway Ducati Diavel V4. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, before we jump into the build plans for our Ducati Diavel V4, I do want to remind you guys we are giving away all three of these motorcycles worth over $100,000, and you only have 1 month left to be entered to win all three of these bikes. So of course our Ducati Diavel, our BMW M1000R, that will be given away very soon, and our MV Agusta Brutale 1000 RR. Patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. And since I get asked so many times, yes, it is USA only for legal reasons outside of my control. Trust me, I wish I could do worldwide giveaways, but I just haven't figured out a way to do it yet. So when it comes to the Diavel V4, this is actually going to be the most custom bike we've ever done by the time it's finished. So what are we going to be doing with this bike? First, custom paint scheme, which is going to be amazing. Yeah, pretty much everything. So a completely custom paint scheme that I came up with along with a company that we're going to be working with called Kick-Ass Designs. I'll throw their Instagram up on the page right here. I've been chatting with the owner of the company, and he's a really awesome guy, and he has incredible taste, and they've done some of the best Ducati builds in the world over on their Instagram page. You can see all of those builds. They do everything from custom design work to actually physically building the bikes, putting them all together. They actually do custom wheels. I mean, it's amazing what they do, custom seats. So we're literally working with them on all that kind of stuff. We're still getting all of our parts through Moto Million, so they're still an official sponsor for the build, but he's going to be helping us on this project, which I'm really excited for as well. So a full custom paint scheme, which we're going to go inside after this, and I'll show you the 3 different designs that we've basically settled on. And the other thing we're doing for the first time ever is a custom set of forged aluminum wheels. So these wheels are going to get replaced, and we're going to be doing a custom set of forged aluminum wheels. So the inspiration behind this design was based on a Porsche GT3 that I spec'd out. When I was interested in possibly replacing my R8 for a Porsche GT3, I was online doing their configurator, and I found some beautiful blues on there, like their Porsche Baby Blues. It's like a golf blue, I think is the one that I found. And I was like, man, you know what? This would be really cool to do on the Diavel. So that's kind of what the design was, because Ducati's been doing all of these like car collaborations. They did a Bentley Diavel, you know, they did the Lamborghini bikes you guys have seen. Yeah, my bikes, we did the Lamborghini Panigale, and I thought it'd be really cool to do a Diavel based on a Porsche. So that's kind of where the design cues came from. So full custom paint scheme, we're going to do custom forged aluminum wheels, and then we're also doing a full custom seat as well. And then that's just all the custom stuff. Of course, we have tons of parts from Moto Million coming. We have a full titanium exhaust for this bike. We have clear clutch cover for this bike. We've already done the tail tidy and the front end cleanup, and then a whole host, yeah, chain and sprocket stuff. I mean, tons of carbon fiber pieces, and it's going to be really, really special. Honestly, we're doing wheel stickers on there too. It's going to say Campisi Customs on the wheels. There's going to be stripes on the wheels, and it's going to be. I honestly think it's going to be one of the coolest custom builds we've ever done, and it will be fully custom because everything's going to be customized. From the whole thing being painted, the custom wheels, the custom seat, we're going to have custom painted front and rear calipers, and even custom painted rear shock. Yeah, I mentioned that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This looks really good.
It does look really good already.
Light. Oh.
And give a shout out to Christina. Give her a thumbs up in the comment section below for always being out here in these beautiful bikinis. Her links are always in the description below.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming, so we got to get the bikini weather.
Although I still wear bikinis in the snow.
That's true, yeah, because she's half Russian. So anyway, so that's kind of the ideas for the build. Now let's go inside, and I want to get your feedback on the designs. So we're back inside, and I want to start off by showing you basically what the design was, where it came from. So if I was going to get myself a Porsche, this is how I would spec it roughly. So I love this color blue with those beautiful silver, I guess, wheels with the yellow calipers. And then another one that I really liked was whenever they do like the Porsche Heritage models based on like the racing stuff. So this is like kind of, these two were like where the inspiration came from for the builds. So, all right, so there's 3 builds that we've narrowed it down to. Little things can change, like colors of calipers or whatever, but I don't want to go into all of that because it never ends, you know, like everyone will have a different whatever opinion on that. So here we go. Here's the first design. So basically it's that Porsche light blue. We're gonna work together. He's gonna do some samples for me, and we're gonna figure out like what our favorite color is, but it's gonna be some shade of really light blue. And then,
Look at that. Campisi
yeah. So the wheels are going to be based on those Porsche GT3 wheels. So they're going to be completely custom designed by him. That is the shade we are going after, some sort of light silver, like maybe gunmetal-ish color. And then for this particular scheme, we liked having like a 7 on there. That's my birthday, February 7th. It's also like a lucky number for a lot of people, like lucky number 7. If we do a number on the bike, I'll just make it be 7. And then this is with the yellow calipers and yellow shock. So that's kind of like one design. Like I said, we'll have wheel stickers on there, Campisi Customs with kick-ass designs. I'm not sure exactly if we're gonna put both of our names on there. But yeah, there's one of the designs that we came up with, and then there's all kinds of different angles of the designs too. I just want to show you guys the side view designs. And then here's another one. So I wanted to play around with doing like maybe the champagne colored wheels. Again, it's a Porsche option, and I think that they look really cool, and it's something I've always wanted to do, like bronze wheels, but we've never really had a chance to do. Yeah, like a rose gold.
Reminds me of your Diavel.
Yes, exactly. Diavel. Yeah, exactly. And they look super cool. So in this design, instead of the 7 being here with the blue, that gets blacked out now, and it just says Diavel V4 on there, which looks really good. And then black calipers on that, and a white shock. And again, like the calipers, the shock colors, that kind of stuff can change. And if you go up,
as you can see here, you can see the blue shock.
But go to the next one. And then this was probably my overall favorite. I think like cleanest, classiest one. Good. This is basically the baby blue with the baby blue calipers, and then the baby blue shock, and then the light wheels, and like the cleanest, the Diavel V4 in there with the white accent on there.
I like this being blue right
Yeah,
here.
exactly. It looks so good. So that's kind of like the 3 main design options. Then you get into the different views. So if you zoom into the top down real quick so they can see that, since they haven't had a chance to see that. I'm not sure if you know how to do that or not. Okay, so from the top down, we like the idea of having that white stripe, which is like, again, like a Porsche heritage thing. And I love baby blue with white. It just looks so good. It says Diavel on the tank. He did originally have it say Porsche on there, but since they're not involved in the project, I just think it's not a good idea to put the name on there. With the Lamborghini build we did, it's a little different because Lamborghini actually owns Ducati. And then also with the seat, we were gonna do Campisi Customs on there, and it's gonna have some stitching and some pattern on there as well, probably in blue. And then you already saw the side view. So that's the ones with the champagne wheels. And then we should have a bunch. So let's see. So here's the 7. Well, we got to show them the different designs, different angles. Yeah, so you can see the design here. You can ignore the Pirelli Diablo wheel stickers. That was just kind of like to give you an idea, but like, look how good that looks. Like, I think this is something a little different. It's something a bit more outside my comfort zone. We never put a number on a bike before. This is probably the one that I lean towards the most because it's just like the cleanest, classiest, simplest. So that's probably my top choice, this one. If I was gonna get crazier, I'd do the champagne colored wheels, or if I was gonna get really crazy, then I'd put the number 7 on the bike, you know? So those are kind of the 3 main designs and paint schemes. Again, we can shuffle around colors and like of the shocks and the calipers and stuff like that. But those are the 3 main designs that we came up with. So I would say number 1 design will be with just the regular light wheels with the blue calipers. Number 2 will be with the champagne. Yeah, that's the number 1 design. If you're gonna like say which is your favorite in the comments. That's like the cleanest, you know, with the silver wheels and everything basically baby blue. Then you have the champagne wheel design, which is a little different with the black calipers, the white shock. And then you have the number 7 design, which has the light wheels and then the yellow accents. Yeah, so those are the top 3. Those are what we're thinking. And
so the first one is a blue shock, second one is the champagne wheels, and the third one is the yellow.
Yeah, with the number 7 on there.
Things of each one.
I mean, they can sit there and kind of explain their favorites as well. So yeah, that's basically where we're heading with this design. That's everything that we've kind of come up with and gone over, and I think it's going to look incredible once you see it like all put together, because obviously this doesn't have all the little details of all the other parts that we're going to be putting on it, like the clear clutch cover and all that kind of stuff. And the wheel stickers will be like not necessarily that small, that size. They're going to be different. And also I got to give a massive shout out to Kick-Ass Designs, because he said he also wants to paint everything for us. So I'm literally going to have to take apart the whole bike, box everything up, and ship it out to, I believe they're in Estonia. Yeah, so he wants to paint everything for us. He's going to do the custom wheels for us.
Gonna have a little foreign touch to it.
Yeah, it's really cool that he's doing this, and I want to make sure that people find out about his brand because they are still a little bit smaller, and I think that they do some of the best custom Ducati builds in the world. I do think he deserves a lot of praise and recognition, and hopefully a lot of business he'll get from people seeing this and what they can do as well. If you haven't already, go check out their Instagram. I'll put it in a link as the first pinned comment in the comment section below, and just look at some of the cool bikes they've done, from heritage matrix bikes with the Diavel Ducati Panigale V4. They've done like cool like Lamborghini edition Panigales. They've done incredible custom X Diavels, just like all kinds of really cool stuff. And yeah, they've been an inspiration for me too, so it's really cool to be able to work with them. So yeah, that's the idea for the custom build. Again, the BMW is going to be done next. We'll be giving that one away. The MV is going to be largely a bolt-on build because the bike's already so rare and special. The full titanium limited edition aero exhaust did just arrive this week, so that will be going on soon. And then once the BMW is done, then we'll chat about getting another bike added to the build as well. I want to try to always have bikes coming in and out, so I'm constantly having like different content for you guys and giving bikes back to the patrons as much as possible. So yeah, that's it. Probably one of our most custom bikes that we'll ever do, and I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. This is what you've been asking for, and we've been working really hard and putting a lot of time and money and effort into these builds. So I hope that you guys are enjoying them. So that's it. If you can support the builds, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. That's how we fund the projects. That's how we're able to do these things and give them back to the community. So check it out.
BMW's going out next. So
yeah, BMW will be done very soon, next couple of weeks, depending on when you see this video. And then we'll keep on trucking. So thank you, teams, for your work. Always appreciated. Spices up the videos. Huge, massive thank you to Kick-Ass Designs, to Moto Million, and to Warhorse, all for being official sponsors of the build series. So if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a big old juicy thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.